Hi guys, what's up? So, I have trust issues. So, let me tell you guys a little story. 2 days ago, one of my cousins that I love reached out to me, and she was like, "Hey cousin, like I miss you. I miss our relationship. I hope we can get close again." And I read it and I was like, hmm, what's the motive? Now it was nothing she did at all. Like, her and I, we never had a falling out, we never had an argument, like we never had any bad thing. It's all me. It's all me. So I looked at that text message like, what's the motive? What do you want? Are you being genuine? And then I had to pause, like, oh my gosh, why am I even thinking this? Why did my mind go there first? Because this person didn't do anything to me. I love her pieces. We only separated because she lives in Indiana and I live here in Phoenix, and then life. So it was nothing like anything bad that happened. It was just like a distance thing, and then you get busy with life and that kind of thing. But in my mind, I was trying to break down, like, dang, like, why did my mind automatically go there? And I was just thinking that all of my experiences have affected me, and I'm the type that I try to learn from them. I try to grow. I try to, I'm not a bitter person. I'm forgiving. I'm like all these things. And here I am, I get a call from one of my great cousins, beautiful, I love her pieces, and still my mind's like, do you have some ulterior motives? You know what I mean? For a split second. But when I said and thought about it, I was like, wow, am I scarred to a fact where I am thinking this immediately? And it did not only happen with her, it happened with one of my friends. We used to be friends, we used to chit chat, and we haven't, talked in a while, no bad blood. But then she's like, hey, what's up? How is it going? And in my mind, I'm like, And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be that person where I'm so guarded. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to, something that, I don't, man. So I started thinking like, okay, how did I get to this point? How did I get to this point where someone who didn't do anything to me, but I'm still like, armor up, And it's because in my past, I have been betrayed horribly by people that I thought loved me, by people that I thought cared for me, that would never, ever do me dirty in life. And so when it happened, it hurt me to the core. It hurt me to the core. Like, I remember one of my cousins, Gina, hi Gina, she told me that she's surprised that I didn't snap. And when I think about that time, it's almost crazy because it's almost like it was so traumatic that my brain made it kind of disappear. Like, I don't remember as clearly of that time. And I think it's only because my body and my mind is trying to like help me get through it. And as a way, it almost kind of like, as a defense coping mechanism, I almost can't remember everything that happened, And so I think that when you have been hurt to the core and your body's like trying to purge the memory out, I think it has affected how I look at people and the people that are coming into my life. I'm almost in defense mode, I'm almost like defensive, like, whoa, are you coming in? Why are you coming in my life? What do you want? What do you need? Are you going to hurt me? But I don't want to be that way. I want to be happy and I am happy. I am like, I'm very positive. I'm very upbeat. But it caught me off guard. My own reaction caught me off guard. Like, dang. I was like, okay. I was analyzing the situation like, what is the point? Like, are you trying to get something from me? Like, after all these years, like, why are you coming back into my life? And I'm happy she reached out to me because I do miss her. Like, I love her. And so it's nothing against her at all. It's me. My experiences have been a little traumatic. And so I was just thinking how, sometimes we think certain things hasn't affected us in different ways, but it really has. And in that moment, I was like, dang, it has. Because, my coping mechanism, the way I deal with people, the way I deal with family, friendships, I don't like a lot of people in my space. Even when I moved to this house, I was thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna have parties, I'm gonna give me a pool, I'm gonna have some pool parties. And then now that I'm here, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna have no parties. I'm gonna have my 2 people that I know. You know what I mean? I don't even like a lot of people in my house. I don't like a lot of energy. I don't like a lot of different energy. I'm very selective. And I think that it's just really interesting how your past experiences, how everything has kind of how it manifests in different ways. And seeing my own reaction to someone who didn't do anything to me, but just my past experiences and how they have affected me, I was just like, wow. So I just want to put out there, like, listen guys, if you are like me, you felt like you've been betrayed, you felt like you've been done dirty, and you have been done dirty, you felt like that, it's okay to let people in, it's okay to take things slow. Because even recently, sometimes I'm like, oh, you're great, like, I love your energy, and then I just welcome them. But I'm learning, sometimes just take things slow, even with friendships, relationships, family members. Like, I'm just learning to take things slow, because you have to protect yourself, but you don't want to just be behind a wall, So I think the point of this video is, yes, you've been hurt. Yes, people have done things to you, but don't stay in a victim mentality, okay? Learn to let go. Learn to forgive. Even now, me saying forgive is not saying invite those same people back into your life that did you dirty. I'm saying forgive for you, because I do feel like if you have some built up animosity, built up hate or anger, like, it can affect your own health. I'm sorry, they're mowing the lawn over there, so I hope it's not too distracting. But yeah, you need to forgive for yourself, because I do feel like those kind of emotions can affect your own health. So forgiveness is really for you. Forgive. Do not be in a victim mentality. And your relationships, your friendships with family members, your friendships with your friends or relationship, take it slow. And one thing that I didn't do in the past was have boundaries. I was always the person that people come to vent, I always gave money. My house was always the house. If someone didn't have a place to go, they would come. And I had to nip all of that in the butt. I had to nip it in the butt. And just say no. Like, saying no has been, like, no, period. That's it. Like, you don't need an explanation, because saying no is saying yes to yourself. In the past, I would do things to help people, but in reality, it would be making me uncomfortable. It would be making me feel away. But I'm trying to help others, but I'm spreading myself too thin. So I know I went a lot of places with this, and it just, basically, I'm just trying to say, when you're dealing with people after hurt and betrayal, have forgiveness, set boundaries, forgive yourself. Because I was like, darn, how come I just was that person? But I know why I was that person. Because growing up, I was looking for love, right? I felt that I didn't get enough love. I felt like I didn't get enough attention. So my way of wanting these things is to, oh, if I do this for someone, maybe they'll love me. you know, I didn't know it then, but looking back on it now, in the spiritual realm that I'm in now, I can see the psychology of why I did certain things. And it was just, and sometimes it wasn't even just for me to get love or me to get, it was just like, okay, if I help someone, then maybe I'll feel good. Or maybe I'll help someone because I wanted someone to do that for me, so I'll do that for someone else, and maybe it'll kind of heal my inner child, you know? So I think I realized a lot of our traumas, a lot of things that we go through, there's so many psychological reasons why everything manifested the way it did. And now that I'm older, now that I'm more in tune with my spiritual self, and I'm in tune with how things affect me, I'm able to process it and be like, oh, that's why I chose that guy. Oh, that's why I chose that friendship. Oh, that's why I did this and that, and whatever the case may be. That's why I did that, because I was looking for this. I wanted love. I wanted companionship, whatever it is. I know why. Not everything, of course, but as I really look into myself, and as I learn myself and trying to figure out why I am the way I am, I realize a lot of it is from childhood, and a lot of it is basically me trying to fill a void. And that's why I'm so happy I'm in the place that I am, where I'm like, okay, I'm happy with where I am right now in my life, and I don't feel the need that I need a person. You know, I don't need to be in a relationship. Would it be nice to have someone to share your journey with? Of course. But I'm not the type to just get in a relationship just because. I'm not the type to just be with someone just because. Like, I don't need that. If I'm never with someone, I'm fine. Like, that's just me. And that could be also how I grew up too. It's like, I'm fine being solo dolo. I'm completely cool with that. So, and even now, I feel like, darn, the noise. Even now, I'm trying to be cognizant of how my kids grow up and how I am with them. The things that I say, they pick up so many things, you know, and I just want to make sure that I'm giving them a good childhood so that they grow up and they don't have different things that they're trying to sort out and everything. You know what, this goes deep. Like, this kind of conversation could go on forever, because we're all works in progress, right? We're all trying to figure out our life and why we're here and our purpose and why we do things the way we do, why we choose what we choose. And I guess the point of this video is just saying that, yes, if you're at a certain age, more than likely you've been cheated on, more than likely you have been betrayed, your trust has been taken for granted, you've been taken for granted. But you have to move forward. You have to let go of any negative emotions, and you cannot let those bad experiences stop you from inviting positive, good energy into your life. And I'm glad that I can decipher. And I think that over time, your discernment will grow. Over time, you'll get that little feeling like, okay, this person's for me. Okay, this person's not for me. Or they did something like shady. Let me, you'll know when to walk away, and you'll know who to have in your life. Okay, so I guess what I want this video to be about is just forgiveness. Forgive the people of your past, and also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. So, have an amazing day and be brave.